How big of a Nintendo fan are you? Are you a $500 fan? Are you a fan enough to stand in line in the rain, the sun, the snow to get yourself a Switch 2, to pre-order the bundle, get yourself Mario Kart World, brand new $80 game that lets you relive a simpler, better time, wherein which I would imagine the appeal of Mario Kart World is the appeal of the other Mario Kart games that cost you less money, that you were able to play with friends that are perhaps gone nowadays in a simpler time that is certainly gone now. And you can try to recapture that nostalgia for hundreds and hundreds of your hard earned blood, sweat, and tears dollars. Personally, I'm not that big of a Nintendo fan. I am not a $500 fan. Now, I will absolutely admit that, look, I stood in line for, I believe it was a Wii. I went to multiple different stores. I knew the delivery schedules of every single big box store in my area. And I would go there at 5, 6 in the morning. I would wake up early, drive over, stand in line, and they would have 5 or 10. And I didn't get one for months. Eventually, I got one, and I had Twilight Princess. And you know what? I spent it, I spent my own money that I had scrimped and saved for. And I spent it on this, and I hid it away because I didn't want any of my brothers knowing that I had it, because I knew they would play it and they would ruin it. And I was correct, by the way. But I hid it. Every time I took it out to play the game, I would unpack it from the original packaging, hook it all up to my TV. And then when I was done, I would dismantle the entire thing, put it in a briefcase, hide it in my closet, because I wanted to make sure that I got my money's worth, that it wasn't somewhere else, that my brother wasn't playing. When I had my time to play the game that I bought and paid for, blood, sweat, and tears poured into, I wanted to be able to do it. Do you think anyone is doing that for the Switch 2? Do you think anyone is that excited about this game? Do you think anyone cares about Mario Kart World? I mean, look, Mario Kart World is like a Switch 1 backwards compatible. It was built for this. Now, same with Twilight Princess. That was built for the GameCube, ported to the Wii, and it's like a little bit better. Some of the functionality was like a little bit weird because it wasn't built for that. So this is not a new Nintendo tactic. But honestly, this is what you're leading with? I don't see it. I don't understand how you're justifying the price for this. And I also just don't think you're even trying to justify the price. You're seeing what you can get away with, which is the main problem. I don't have a problem at all with a company saying, look, we think we spent this amount of money making this. We spent years and years developing this stuff. It is attached to this brand new console. It's got incredible functionality. It's got all new, brand new stuff. This is an investment. It's going to give you hundreds of hours of wonderful experiences. Okay? We know it's a little bit pricey, but you're going to get your money's worth. We promise. I don't see it. If Mario Kart World is what you're leading with, again, you're pricing it at $80 if you don't get it in a bundle. You're seeing what you can get away with. And if you're seeing what you can get away with in terms of the price, you're eventually going to see what you can get away with in terms of quality. Now, maybe Mario Kart World is absolutely quality spectacular, but I've got to ask myself, is the next Zelda game going to be quality spectacular? The next Metroid game? The next, you name it. What's your favorite Nintendo property? Is that going to be the thing that you grew up with? Is it going to spark that awe and wonder and joy, and you're going to dream about it 10 years later when something sparks a memory in your day-to-day life of, oh man, do you remember in BioShock when this character was doing... I've had many dreams based in the world of video games that have stuck with me throughout the day, throughout the weeks, months, years. I remember them now. Am I getting that from the new Nintendo? Or am I getting more overpriced quality degraded slop. I would hope Nintendo would be the one company that would, you know what, stay true to the ethos and the original mission statement of their company, but I just don't see it. I'm not trying to be a downer. There are indie game companies out there that'll probably make great games for the Switch 2, and they'll be totally worth it. Am I going to buy a Switch 2 to play that game? No, because it's going to come out multiple consoles and I'm going to play it on the PC. I'm not pessimistic about the outlook of games and gaming in general. However, I do think the era of large video game companies, the Nintendos, your Sonys, your Microsofts, these are probably not in this generation, but relatively soon, they're just not going to be around anymore. We're not going to buy these systems. We're not going to, because the systems lose them money. Okay, the Switch 2 is the most incredibly best-selling system of all time, I think. I don't know. But they lose money on every single one of those systems, unless something's different about this one. They always lose money on that, and they make their money on the games. Who's buying $5 or $6, $80 crap games that they're never going to play? I'm not buying one. Do you really actually, I mean, like the Switch, I bought one game. I bought Breath of the Wild and I bought a Switch. I cost Nintendo money, okay? The Switch 2, tons of people bought the system. I don't see people ponying up $80 multiple times when they're just going to get degraded, crappier crap. When you could be like, yeah, no, I already have a PS5, or you know what, I've got a PC. I can play all my stuff just as good, if not better, on the PC. I can mod it if I want. I can XYZ. I'm already on the computer all the time. Why would I want to get up and do something else? That's silly. I can just put that $500 into getting a new graphics card or a new processor, or put it towards a new monitor that's going to last me 10 times as long and give me 100 times the enjoyment. I don't know, though. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Are you getting a Switch 2? Could you even find one? I don't know. Good luck in all your endeavors. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I shall say farewell for now.